well and everyone to trust him. And you feel like you do get that in this squad with Dexter at the helm. Everyone is very trusting. Everyone knows kind of the ideals. For LVG on this one, when it comes to Nuke, you're looking at G, especially being that outside rotate player and being so commanding with the AWP as he was in Anubis. That's brought attention to it, but also Starry. This guy has been quiet, not been the same Starry that we're used to seeing from this LVG squad, but it all comes down to this. One map to decide it all. Will it be Greyhound with Australia's pride on their back, or will it be LVG to make China #1?
Blowing the door early. Putting pressure over towards ramp. Bombing is over this direction, but it's just a fake out. I gotta run back, and I don't think LVG are really too stressed about it. Westmelon with the dual Berettas on top. And it's a double fake. We're going back. They have been given all this space because of it. There is a quick rotate down, though. Zaka's already here. Door open. Taking some shots. The dual Berettas from Westmelon have made their way down quickly as well. Backside pushed low early. This is a little bit of a weird round. Sorry, though, he's finding the impact. Westmelon as well. And Dexter needs to bring up something for his team. Gets the 1 kill. And it's left to Alistair. Back behind the silos. Can only find 1 before he's felled.
What happened there? It just felt like as soon as Saka took the contact over towards decontamination, Greyhound completely paused. They didn't accelerate onto the bomb site. They were so worried, and you can kind of see the hesitation even in that call when it comes to the pistol. Thinking about going ramp, they hear the player drop on towards top hut, and then after a period of time decide, okay, well, if he's close top hut, we should probably go back towards ramp. They get space on the bomb site, but the rotations are just so good from LVG because it's so direct, and they're not over. That's just what's happened. Greyhound's just played themselves.
They're forced into this.
That's brave. That was no bomb plan.
No bomb plan. They've got the Tech-9s out, smokes as well, so they can maybe go for the cross. They're very scary.
That smoke's scary as well. That's a massive gap in it. They might be trying to exploit and creep close, maybe go for a main pop. Instead, it's just patience yet again. Dexter leading the line. Is there a flashbang to get him in towards main here? No, but Amelia's not looking.
Yeah, caught sleeping. Just staring at the vent while his teammate goes down. Vexside finds one. Nasari. Westmelon does come back up. But the swivel from Dexter almost brings him down. And now he feels like he can't get involved. But he's the one that's first point of contact. Still takes one to the grave. That's an M4 recovered. G's removed. He's going to be grouping up with Zaka. I wonder if they just go back up to the top. Ins with the bomb in his back, takes the fight. And the force buy, which felt incredibly risky, has looked like it's netted success, unless G can find a good timing here and catch them off guard.
Indecision again. Look, they've opened the door, they got the kill on B, and because of Vexite's full position in heaven, it just means they're trying to lock in the round, but they're cordoned in. This bomb, it can't cross. It's getting increasingly difficult. 20 seconds left. G swinging for the fences, but because of that flashbang, he's able to convey the info to Greyhound. They drop back down the vent. It's so messy.
Good God, this is a terrifying round for Greyhound, but they do plant. Ins's going to run away. They almost completely dropped the ball. G's given an opportunity, but now he's just going to save. And yeah, as soon as he makes the noise in towards hut, that's the, okay, we need to just drop. We've got the space to get the bomb down.
That's twice now. Mac was talking about pressure, and even in these first 2 rounds, there's been a lot of indecision. This is a 3-on-1 for Greyhounds, and they're still not 100% certain of where they'd like to end up. They got to snap out of this. I wouldn't even mind a pause in the next couple of rounds just to calm things down. Steady the ship.
Terrorists win.
Good news is, though, they do convert 2 M4s picked up as well, so that's going to keep the money looking flush. LVG now have to make a decision. Most likely will force around the rifle without the loss bonus. I don't know what Amelia is focused on there. Maybe thinking someone could walk through squeaky, and he's just holding the smoke.
Yes, it's sloppy. It is what it is from LVG. And they've been making these kind of mistakes all series long. You're right, there is that forced investment, and G will probably be set up to try and put the rifle to good use. Maybe even a boost over towards ramp. Saka interested in forcing the issue. He's just gone through the smoke. They're taking a lot of space here, LVG.
Yeah, they've got to make a proactive play like this. Molotov is good to force Westmelon back. Still got Amelia walking through a smoke in, not ready for it, and he finds his kill. Zaka was thinking of the swing as well, but no, it's Westmelon continuing his adventure, and he's made his way to T-Roof. He completely slips the net. Liaz is considering it, and is going to find him. That could have got hairy. And still can with this position. Lobby control continuing to be established.
This is nice though. The freeze from Greyhound in the mid round because Dexter has secret control. It just means that they can wait. They can see what Dexter can potentially find, or LinVision will overstep the mark and they'll completely push in towards Lobby. Because the one thing both of these teams don't have is information.
Yeah, I think LinVision's hoping that Greyhound are going to go outside because it's been given up. And so that's why the M4 has come down here. And yeah, it strikes. But now you got information. 2 players on the B bomb site. At this stage, you're looking to wrap towards heaven. Zaka tries to get ahead of it and they spot him out. Now he's just getting run down and still manages to find the headshot on the way through. Amelia is still backside. Fires the shots prematurely though. Now Elstel, we would have thought he had that kill locked in. So it's forced by back and forth. LinVision this time prevailing.
Yeah, well done from LinVision. And it's very much what we saw in Anubis. It's disruptive players getting ahead of these smokes. You can see that they really wanted to push and force the issue early, but as soon as that Molotov came in towards Hut, they delayed. They waited for another opportunity. All the contact was taken by the confirmed piece of intel. It was the vocalized players that were over towards Squeaky, over towards Hut, taking the initiative. Starry with 2 important kills. There it is, that first one from Amelia. G chiming in. That saved M4 will be put to good use. Some of these kills are just disgusting out of the CT side, but it completely repels Greyhound from what they want to do.
You feel like you can't really let the pistols get away with this, but then again, you just got away with the round before, right? So goes back and forth. Now Greyhound, you're definitely thinking about a buy here, surely, right? Yeah, Liaz and Vexite can get the full kit out. Dexter, gotta get something useful. Continue the force by wars.
Scrappy, and that's exactly what Greyhound wants to try and avoid. We've seen what it's like when it gets chaotic, and this time they're trying to throw it all the way on towards A. Yet again, Amelia caught off guard, but the spray is laboured from Dexter. Westmelon, he helps out, and somehow, some way, LinVision, they're able to overwhelm the bomb site. Vexite tries his best, but ultimately is shut down at the very end. 3 casualties. It's probably a lot more than LinVision were hoping for, considering how clean those early kills were.
Yeah, Vexite almost tries to make something happen there, but yeah, Dexter's not going to be happy about that one. He had really good timing on his push out through Hut, but instead of kind of continuing to run on through towards Tetris and hound down that player, he sticks to the spray in front of Silo, and at long range, he can't quite connect the Mac-10. As soon as he goes down, Amelia's then feeling a lot safer. Vexite does eventually come through, but it's a bit too late at that stage. So finally, the economy is broken. Nice drop down. Amelia almost caught.
It's just clean. It's so clean. Making sure he's got the reinforcement from Starry. They're just swinging together, having fun, just against the pistols. It was
fun there, right? He tried to distract Amelia so that the bomb could go down then.
He tried it.
But it's, Zaka was already down to deal with it. Cool idea.
I wonder, again, for LinVision, they've seen Greyhound elect to, more often than not, drop the smokes. It's normally a lurk player that goes outside, but I wonder when the consideration is just to start a player down secret, rather than getting too aggressive over in towards lobby. Change up. Potentially not needed so far. Only 1 bomb plant. This entire half for Greyhound. Dexter just walking through the smoke. Starry has been blindsided. They cross. They've got no idea. Dexter's just walked through everyone. And he's found one. And it swivels on towards Westmelon. Dexter's opened up an opportunity to A.
How's he gotten away with that? Starry lets him slip through. In the smokes, now Amelia under pressure. But Sakura steps up alongside him. And despite the heroics at the start, suddenly everything's fallen apart. Ince has a single point of health. Now he waits patiently. Lin Vision aren't going to overextend. Zaka too is low. Starry, it feels like it's inevitable, and yeah, if they swing together, ends. This would be a highlight of an entire new measure, and he's not ready for the reswing. Dexter gets two incredible openers, and then it all crumbles.
It just feels like Greyhound weren't ready for Dexter to get that much over towards main. The fact that he walks past Starry, who's outside, is able to get the kill on towards Gary, spin around and find the main player, and yet there's immediate rotations out of Lin Vision. Starry comes over towards main, Zaka comes straight up towards Heaven and finds two important kills, and that player on the bomb site has just enough time to reset and pick one direction to fight from. The Greyhound, the wind has been taken out of their sails. Lin Vision build on the momentum that they set on Anubis. They're running away with this if Greyhound isn't too careful.
Certainly feels like it. That was the way back in. See these entries from Dexter again. It's brilliant, and they just immediately want to pounce onto A, which feels like the right call, but the comms from Lin Vision are so sharp. They're so quick on the response. They lose two players immediately over towards main, and already two more on the side.
It's just not coordinated there. You can see it in the highlights. It's one team immediately being on the same page, first responding to situations in a matter of moments. And for Greyhound, it's like, oh, Dexter, you got two kills. Okay, we'll start to go in towards A, but by that point, it's just too late. A scout for the in-game leader. Tech9's wielded just behind him, and the AWP is deleted by that scout. How can you try and recover this weapon, though, if you're Greyhound?
Yeah, that's the difficulty. You found a nice opener, but where can you go from here? The player making their way to Secret now, so Starry can lock down if they continue. Oh, this isn't the position, though. Very one and done, but they don't swing. So he is able to get ahead and fall back. Was very worried when he tucked into that left side that he'd get flushed out just by the pure numbers of Greyhound. He gets his kill and falls back.
It's smart as well, because where he's positioned, he's in the vents who can quickly rotate up. Alistair will get his eyes and hands on the prize, but it doesn't matter because all his teammates are falling in the interim. Zaka's just come back over from hell. He's looking. Just because Starry didn't see anything after the initial smoke, they didn't push. Contained once more. Our Greyhound locked in the kennel of outside, and Alistair, all he can do is not even go for the AWP. It has to be a deagle play. Zaka's not ready. Oh, yes he is. Fantastic adjustment from the youngster, and suddenly Inns is all alone.
Yeah, Ali had heard Zaka being very loud about his position there and was hoping maybe he'd push, but he had to take the initiative and couldn't quite find that timing. T-side struggles, which looked like it was going to really start well for Greyhound, right? They win that second round force without a bomb plant. Put Lin Vision on the back foot, but Lin Vision grit their teeth and they soldier on through. Zaka and Starry, two players which haven't been at the top so far really this series, but they're doing all the work right now.
What a time for Starry to come alive as well. He's always been the front runner when it comes to putting up the numbers. Westmelon running at Inns. A lot of damage, and also just offsets him completely. The nade isn't going to finish the job, but it puts Greyhound aware of the possibility that any moment Lin Vision going to give the fight to you.
Nade Stack could do a lot of work. I think it might just be the single one. Oh no, Fexide is by his side. Perfect. Expecting Westmelon to fall back after he takes that initial contact in hut. That's a great response from Greyhound.
And Dexter also is holding just in case players push deep outside. You can see that the AWP rotated over initially. Great spam from Liaz. Amelia caught unawares. Zaka just sliding in towards ramp. Oh, and Inns wasn't ready for it, but somehow gets out scot-free.
How does he get away? This round has started well for Greyhound outside of Inns being brought down low, but they still need to finish. Dexter shows some presence. Starry is so ready for this swing. Flashbang does actually do a lot of work, but Amelia doing so much more. And for all of the hard work on finding that kill on Westmelon, getting the info on Amelia's position, the control towards outside, it amounts to nothing.
They just look lost at times, honestly, Greyhound. again, with this, they're waiting on the utility to come from Dexter, but why is he the only one dropping these grenades over from main? He's trying to create a distraction, a diversion to allow his team just to walk through, but they all line up. It's too straightforward for Amelia. Starry even gets the best of Dexter. And for Alistair, it's just a painful save. This is 7-1 now.
It almost feels like Greyhound have had the opposite of trading weights on, where they've been buffed up by playing just their domestic competition and just dominating with relative ease. Now they've come to their first international LAN, Dexter at the helm, and it feels like those hits just aren't hitting as hard as they used to.
Again, it's with this opening kill. They're trying to apply spam in towards Hut to force the squeaky player into these Greyhound members, and it just isn't working whatsoever. Alistair's saved AWP is yet again accompanied by pistols. It's a familiar, horrible feeling for Greyhound.
What are we going to do with these Tech 9s? Slow and steady has been the motto.
At some point, you got to test something. It comes back to what we were saying about Greyhound when they were on their CT sides against LVG, where they didn't really have to adjust. They didn't have to do too much because pressure wasn't being applied. Sure, you've only got pistols here, but at the same time, feel free to take these risks. Go in towards ramp, see what you can achieve, because that could be the outlet for the rest of the round. You need to gather some sort of information. How are they playing these setups? When's the rotation going to come over? How quickly are they repositioning? And we know it's fast.
Wanted to have Ali for the boost there, but Zaka drops the smoke at the perfect time. Calls over the support because there's no pressure anywhere else.
And also he had them tick on the grenade.
All the information gathered. Still potentially a path through. Zaka drops off. Trying to bait them in. Come forward. Well, the AWP has actually gone up towards heaven, so ramp space has been found. Dexter's lurking towards the lobby, caught off. G drops into the side. Down towards B they go. Zaka is here, but they don't need a commit. They throw the smoke forward just to show some intent, but Zaka's going to know that no one is here. Ins wanted to find that kill on the lurk. Alistair does find one with his AWP, but G is still here.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. They need to get the bomb down. And G is overwhelmed. Over towards the vent. Liaz from up on high finds the critical kill. And now there is a chance. Starry is so low. Is going to flank out towards heaven, but Liaz is ready for this. Holding this exact play. Starry's just going to search around, see if he can find a head, but it's not going to be given to him. Liaz is sitting back perfectly poised. Maybe this round hinges on Zaka. Swing through, not successful. AK to be picked up, and Zaka needs to find both quickly. Finds the first, but a molly forward. That's going to make this defuse nigh on impossible. Hoping that maybe a swing comes through, but he's burning out. He can't commit. And so finally Greyhound breakthrough. And it's with the pistols again.
It's one of the most convoluted rounds of the entire half. The walk in towards ramp, you felt for sure that the AWP was going to hang around for a little bit longer, but where Greyhound take an extended pause, G repositions up heaven. Gives the space, gives the possibility for the flank to come up. Through hell on the ladder. And that's where Liaz delivers it. Another one of these low-buy rounds fall in favor, but it needs to be consistent. 30 seconds. It's a good time to take the pause. Because look, LVG, they've got plenty of money. They can keep buying. Singular AWP for G. There's no double up this time.
It almost feels if they don't get this round, it could all be over. You hate to be saying that so early, but LVG have just looked lights out on this CT side. With Greyhound struggles on pistols. The scary future presenting itself, not just for Greyhound, but for an entire region.
But also the jubilation, the anticipation for another. It's been a while since these Chinese teams have made it to the major. The disappointments of Tai Lu over and over again, even echoing at this event. LVG are trying to give them something to cheer for. Dexter yet again creeping, always this player just solo outside, trying to maneuver his way through all of the various smokes, dodges the spam and finds the gap. Ins, even with a kill of his own. There's Dexter found though.
Is that a reliable way to find your openings, though? Just throwing a plethora of smokes out and then trying to navigate it. At least with Inns finding his kill, it's a 1-for-1. And Zaka getting curious and gets the best of Alistair, but the trade, again, Vexite fast on it. G aggresses in towards Hut, and he's got a good line if they do come back. It's Greyhound's call here. They've actually managed to get in towards Ramp. Inns is going to be holding the rotations at Vent. It does feel like B is inevitable.
This has always been the gap. Greyhound have always been able to find this space, this little piece of comfort on Nuke. And now for Linvision, they start to assess the situation. Amelia goes to check out Ramp, will deem it clear, but unknown of the underbelly of which Greyhound lie in wait. Inns really hoping to get this vent rotate. There's going to be 2 players instead coming right behind, and G is vocal but doesn't go vent. Inns should have him. Oh, how does he not get that kill?
Not great. Done a lot of damage. The bomb goes down, but the flank is so fast. Starry and Amelia revealed. Inns is going to be able to eventually group up. G is low, so that's something. It is the AWPer. Vexite and Inns need to do it all. HE, this is their saving grace to blow open the smoke, and they do it early. Vexite still trying to put the pressure on, and bomb not tapped yet. Need to get on it soon. It's starting to tick down. They tap it, trying to bait out the shot. Vexite runs on forward, and it's all into Inns. The spam through connects onto the first, but I don't think it's going to matter. G has the time, just barely enough of it.
Nice!
Well played from Linvision again. And the fact that Inns doesn't finish his meal on towards G is honestly the turning point, because there's 2 kills in that after-plant attempt. They're fighting through these smokes. But ultimately, because Inns can't close that kill, there's enough manpower to disrupt, there's enough manpower to distract. Starry will find it with the USP. 8 rounds, plays 2. And Greyhound, their heartbeat, it's starting to fade.
Bomb plant gives something to work with. And it's a heavy lean early towards Ramp. Inns is going to be getting ahead of that smoke while Liaz provides spam. A bit of distraction and not ready for it, but it doesn't matter. Zaka adjusts with the USP and nothing is going right.
How? How does that happen? The decision-making of Greyhound as well, it's desperate. 1 player sprinting through the smoke, even gets the jump on the player with the nades out. And yet the USP prevails of all weapons against the AK. And that sets up G perfectly. He's even spotted another one. Dexter removed from the equation. Piece by piece, Greyhound start to topple, and Linvision start the ascendancy. A 9th round surely on the horizon.
Smoke in the face of Alistair. 9 for Linvision. Starry's even on the hunt. Doesn't want to allow him to save anything. He is spotted. That's just confirmation that Greyhound are checking out.
And now it's a decision to be made if you're the CT side. And I feel like you're just going to hold on to this. You take a look at your money, your prioritization is on you. Sure, there's only 1 round left in this half, but ultimately, things are working. Things are feeling really good. It's been very interesting watching the push and pull of Ramp, because if there's no contact early, Saka is more than happy just to contest, fight for the space, and more often than not, that's where he's been caught out. This time, Greyhound wanted to throw manpower at it, but again, not quite on the same page. Pressure really being applied and getting to them, because 1 player goes way before the others are ready. Not even set up with a flashbang.
Linvision unlocking Greyhound out, and they've got to go back to that question. They made the choice to go to Nuke. It could have been Ancient, but the conditioning of the maps they've played so far just had them feeling worried about it. Final round of the half. Greyhound at best can hope for 3.
It's an assortment of weapons as well. Deagle, Mac 10 Galil. Everyone's rocking a different firearm. Dexter, yet again, he's always been able to make this journey over towards Secret. This time it escorted by Liaz. In fact, the whole gang is walking over. G trying to peer over the top of the smoke, can't see anything. Smoke starts to fade, and the flicker gives away Vexite.
This is only really the second time the whole squad's even come over towards Secret.
You see they're curious here as well, Linvision. They want to put themselves in the best possible position to be able to guess where Greyhound is going to go. Starry thought about pushing and was like, okay, let's not do this. Let's not give them an opportunity to potentially get the player advantage equal. Westmoreland's also come over to support Saka. There's so many bait and switches going on. They got to make a decision here, Greyhound. There's 40 seconds left and they're just loitering just outside.
Waiting for something, but gee, he was waiting as well. Dexter walks straight in. Now, yeah, okay. Gotta commit down. Starry, okay, he starts to move. That's given a little bit of space to walk forward. Now another drop. That's gonna bait for Starry, and he should just be able to swing. Should be able to just go to town, but Inns gets one back, bomb's lost. And so is the round. Double digits for Linvision.
It's really impressive as well. Look, where they've got the player advantage, they are trying to just set themselves up, and it doesn't matter who is in that position. They want to guarantee kills. The vocalization of that vent drop when Starry is already there, the swing of the player close means that the player far can grab the kill. It's perfect team play.
Greyhound are just looking lost. Running out their default, not finding any purchase. The 2 rounds that had success were those crazy Tech 9 ones, that second round force where Dexter catches the timing onto Amelia. And then the later stage one where they've just got the half buy coming through and they find success. This pistol now could be the difference between going to Copenhagen or not.
Isn't it quite fitting that Greyhound are always operating as a team, though? You take a look at their kills, and sure, the numbers aren't there, but at least they're doing it together. It all starts with unity. But for Linvision, oh, I mean, what can you do about that? Starry with the P250. Inns, who's already been felled. And that is one step closer. A lot of respect being given here on this pistol as well from Greyhound. Pushing towards lobby, most common thing when outside is compromised. Vexite and Dexter know that it surely ends B, but there's still an option for them to come up through heaven.
Dexter's going to tuck in, but difficult position. Exposed towards main, and even fighting heaven can get a little bit unwieldy, but Liaz is going to come through to support. Linvision have been so controlled on their T sides. When it comes to these pistol rounds, they really take their time with it. Westmoreland's going on an adventure while the rest of the team does wrap towards heaven. So Dexter, oh,
wow.
Westmoreland with a great shot onto Alistair. That's going to send Liaz down. Finds the kill into Zaka. Linvision still haven't committed. Westmoreland's making a lot of noise, trying to draw attention down, and he's done so successfully. And Dexter steps out of his cover, and he's domed by Amelia. The bomb drop for him. There is a kit on the site on Dexter's body. You can see that highlighted here. Vexite and Liaz have to do it all.
You got to be careful here as well. You know Liaz was down towards B. He could reset, and that's why your Heaven player is also just staring down at Hell. For Linvision, it's all about this crossfire. G waiting patiently. Dual Berettas go straight into him, and the player at back sight of Amelia can convert onto Liaz. Linvision 2 steps away from Copenhagen.
And Greyhound haven't even stepped into the server. And they're feeling it. And why wouldn't you? But Linvision, who came into this RMR, certainly a name in consideration, but not among the top 2. Greyhound always expected to go through. It's mentioned multiple times throughout this series. Australians have always been present in the top 2 teams at the Asian RMRs, at the Asian minors. Linvision take a timeout, let them stew in it. Because it's going to have to be the force buy from Greyhound, and so you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and it's certainly feeling that way because they are out of ideas.
All of those top 2 place finishes are potentially going to be left behind in history as well. And it's a new era now being defined by new Asian teams here at the RMR within the inception of the CS2 major. Of course, they're going to force into this Greyhound. What choice do they have? Double scouts. You basically call it an AWP if they're together. But LVG, yet again, just doing the basics. Down in towards Secret. Alistair misses his shot, and Starry punishes.
He gives Starry a second chance, and he will take it. The first falls, and Westmelon has gotten so much space. Inz is going to come down. Drops a HT over towards double. Westmelon's just going to use that opportunity to slip on through. He's in the back lines. They don't even seem cognizant to it. Inz hasn't budged. He's going to get wrapped on. He is starting to come down now, but Westmelon's past him. A shot fired, but it's way too late. Which has felt like the story of Greyhound this entire map.
And now the doubt creeps in for Greyhound because there hasn't been anyone sprinting away down ramp. So where is this really ending up? Are they coming back up towards Secret? Are they resetting in towards lobby? Look at everyone from LVG. One player outside, but it's Westmelon that finds Leah as a drop down. Dexter will punish. However, G overwhelms Vexite, and now it is just up to Dexter with the AK, blindsided by Westmelon. Major point for LVG.
10 opportunities. 10 chances for LVG to book their spot in the first CS2 major.
They're there, they can feel it. Take a look at this buy from Greyhound. It goes from bad to worse again. A FAMAS is the MVP. Your prize possession in this round is on your in-game leader.
Alistair falls first, and there's 4 more targets for LVG to find. They're playing with confidence. They are running them down, taking the space. No respect given. Greyhound have given them no reason to go slow. Liaz and Dexter, all the stands. And now a kill back gives something. A drop down, a 2 versus 2 becomes a 1v2. And Liaz sees the end of Greyhound's run. LVG are victorious.
And they are the second team to qualify here in the Asian RMR, and Greyhound are